child right now. I can barely speak. But anyway, we're going to move on because the show does need to go on. So we got those two on. And we're going to alter these. And I'm going to get some scissors. And I'm going to cut some of this off because it's just too long for my taste. And it's hard to fit underneath because the dimensionals are in the way. And so it's, you know, where are you going to put them? So we're just going to trim them so that we make it how we want it, right? So we're going to fit this one here. And then this one will go up here. Kind of. Here we go again. The dimensionals in the way. Geez. Okay. There we go. So these are up. I'm going to put this one up. I'm going to try to put a dimensional underneath there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it or not. But anyway, all the leaves should be up off the card face surface. And we will plug away here and move on, despite the fact that Facebook doesn't like me anymore. So, those dimensionals just get in the way. Ugh. Okay, good enough. All right, we're going to add these two as well. These are a little spray of leaves, and I cut these out of vellum. So these are kind of more sheer. And this particular die comes from In the Woods die set, so you can cut two of those out of a piece of scrap vellum somewhere. And we're going to tuck one here. I don't want to go beyond, I don't want to go beyond the card border because then we won't be able to get it into the envelope. Let's put it there. And then we're going to put this one down here. All of these stems. Let's trim that. I might be able to fit it a little easier. Nah. I don't want to bend this either. Oh. Let's see if I can fit it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to do some, what do you call these, glue dots. And I'm going to put them strategically where hopefully you can't see them. Because unfortunately, vellum is the kind of paper where you can see everything through it. And I want it to stick, but I don't want it to be noticeable. So we're going to take it off and put it on like deeply in the stem. There you go. There you go. Okay. So anyway, we've got this part together. I'm not real happy with the position of this. This has got to come down a little bit. There we go. I don't like that gap in there. There we go. That's better. You can probably tuck it behind, but I think it's just fine the way it is. Okay, so, you know, pretty much the front of the card is done. We need to add some ribbon. And the ribbon that I chose for this is this ribbon that has no name. It's 153554, the item number. And it's got some, you know, light vanilla color as well as a little bit of the cinnamon. So we're going to just make a cute little bow from one. And we're going to bring the tails in. This is going to be not so big. It's going to be little because we don't want it to look out of place on the flower. Can't make it too big. The leaves, not the flowers, the leaves aren't that big. So we want to keep it, the dimensions kind of in line. And this thing's curling on me. And I think the petite bows are cute. So there we go. This looks good. Am I sideways? I'm so discombobulated. I can't. I'm not sideways on my phone. So I don't know. It's Facebook's paybacks for me, I guess. It doesn't like me much. So I will try to correct that, and I will post it so that you can watch it a little bit more easily when we get to that. When you get to that point. So let me get back in here and edit it after I'm all done here. And thank you. I will fix it. Thanks, Sandy. I'll fix it. But so you can only see me from a little wedge right now. That's okay. We're going to put a glue dot on the back of the knot. And I'm going to put a glue dot on either loop, on the back of either loop. And hopefully this will be strong enough to hold this little bow on, that particular leaf. This is just a pretty fall card, and it doesn't necessarily have to be fall. I mean, I used kind of more like fall-like colors, but it can be for almost anything. This is a great sympathy card. It could be a man card for a birthday. There's lots of different uses for it, and I think whatever you select, it'll be appropriate. Now, we're going to do this bottom piece over here, and we're going to use my handy dandy lovely label punch here, and this piece of cardstock matches the card base. This is Early Espresso. This is this is 1 inch by 3 inches, and I'm going to use this little scalloped edge, so we're going to kind of slide it in there, and I got to open it here. And then we're going to just bring it to the edge. I don't want to cut off too much. I just want to fancy up the edge a little. And I want to make sure that both edges are the same. Because if you've got one leaning against, one looking longer than the other, there's one edge. Okay, and we're going to stick the other end in now. And we're going to do the same to the other side. Just to where the paper meets it. And I'm looking at the side. I'm looking in the middle at this, but I'm also looking at these because I want them to look pretty much the same when we're going to punch. Okay, so we've just done that, and that's going to be the base for the greeting that we see. If anybody is interested, I will be explaining the class to go once we get done here. Also, we're going to do the same after I've stamped this greeting here, wishing you the best. This particular piece is 3/4 of an inch by 2.5. So let me stamp it first, and then we're going to cut the end off. And I need my ink. And here's the ink. And here we go. Wishing you the best in Early Espresso ink on vanilla cardstock. This is very vanilla. There you go. That turned out to be pretty nice. Okay, so let's put this aside because I know that I'm going to need it later. And then we're going to repunch this one. Now this will slide in just like the other one did. They're made to do 6 punches, 6 different punches. Actually 2 different punches, but 6 sizes of paper. Okay, so you can do 1 inch, 3/4, and 1/2 on both ends. And I'm trying to get this as best as I can here. And that looked pretty good. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other end. And it's good. Okay, so there we go. And now we're going to take and put these 2 together. And it turns out if you measure the paper right, the 3 inch and the 2.5 inch work out just fine. So that when you're making a label like this, You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, the paper doesn't match up right. Just go with a half an inch less, and you'll be good to go. And I want to make sure that I put this on here equidistant from the ends. Okay, that looks good. It's a little crooked though. Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this one. And we're going to hook that to the front of the card. This is a pretty simple card. It's really, what takes the most time is cutting out the leaves. And depending on how many leaves you cut out, that's the length of how different it's going to be. So we're going to add this right here, kind of in the middle. There we go. Okay, front of the card is done. Not bad, huh? Okay, so let's move on. We're going to do the inside. The inside has some DSP, and this particular piece of DSP, if you reversed it, belongs to the Magnolia set, and it just happened to be the right color, and I cut it out. This is 4 by 5 1/4, 4 along the top by 5 1/4 down, and I thought it would make a very pretty background for the inside of the card. Plus, I thought I'd change up the inside of the card a little bit. Put some cinnamon in the, what is this one called? This is Hippo and Friends. Believe it or not, these labels come from a really cute Hippo die set, but these are very pretty, and you can still have room to sign your name. If you needed to add a little bit more space for you to write a message, you could also add another piece of very vanilla cardstock on the opposite side. But today, for all intents and purposes, we're just going to wish this person a happy birthday and sign our name, and maybe just say, hope your day is wonderful. So we're going to add this, okay? Remember, it comes from the Magnolia set of paper. And we're going to put this on, like so. And we want to leave a little bit of an edge all the way around. So I want to center that as best as I can, like so. Okay. And then I've already pre-cut. These are the 2 dies. This is the large one. And I cut this one out from the cinnamon cider cardstock. Okay. And then the smaller one that matches it is from the Hippo and Friends die set. Okay, so we're going to do one in cinnamon, one in vanilla, and we're going to add both of them to the inside of the card after not until I stamp this one. So we're going to add this one. And we're going to add this right to the middle. Just a little different. I think people look at the insides of cards and expect them all to be the same, and generally they are. But, you know me, I like to change things up a little, and I think that if you just come away with a little bit of something a little different, people are just kind of, that's very clever of her. And so we're going to add the happy birthday, and I'm going to put it toward the top because I want you to have room to sign your name. There's that. That's also an early espresso ink. And we're going to add this now flat. It's not up on dimensionals. It's totally flat. So this is it. This card is done. It was pretty simple card, and I think you'll enjoy making it if you decide to come back and see if you can find this video and all of the goofy stuff that went on prior. Okay, I wanted to let you all know as well as I'm going to have a class to go, and this particular one is going to be included in the class to go, along with 2 other cards that feature these particular leaves. And what the deal will be is that you would purchase the die set and the stamp set as a bundle. and I don't have my catalog here right now, so I can't tell you exactly, but it's probably in the high 40s or early 50s for both items. You purchase that. I get the notice when you do, if you choose me as your demonstrator. For that purchase, you will get a 6x6 of the plaid cardstock, so that if you choose to, you can make more cards in fall colors with these leaves in plaids, which would be beautiful, for free. It's my gift to you. And you will also receive a full color PDF to show you how to make all 3 cards. Now, this is one of 3. I'm not going to show you the other 2. I'll announce that probably on Sunday in my newsletter. So if you're interested, kind of plan on that. If you were planning to purchase this, you can purchase them starting tomorrow. September 1 is a good day. So you can put the order in, and as soon as I get the plaid cardstock, because I have to order that, I'll be sending it along with you, to you, along with the PDF. Now, if you don't have these particular stamp sets, I will go ahead and pre-stamp them all for you, so that when you wind up with the card, you're going to wind up having a card that looks exactly like this one and the other 2, which I will include on Sunday. So, okay, thanks for sticking with me, y'all. And thanks so much. And hopefully, Good and Light will start again on Monday at 8 o'clock next week. And until then, I'm happy that you were able to watch me. And thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.